What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rule of Two Review. My name is Rob, and today I'm going to discuss that Uncharted bundle. So I wanted to make a quick video discussing this because this was both shocking and not shocking, and I just can't really tell how I feel about this. If I'm excited or if I think that this is just kind of a sign of some of the problems that Sony is going through with the library for the PlayStation 4. You probably know that it was just revealed today that the rumored Uncharted Trilogy pack or bundle that people have been talking about and sort of expecting for quite a while was officially revealed today. It turns out that it is going to be releasing this year, October 9th, 2015, so before the end of the year. The studio known as Blue Point Games, which had handled the Metal Gear Solid HD collection and a couple of other weird sort of titles, is actually the studio handling the conversion. It's going to release, again, for the PlayStation 4 this year. It is apparently going to be 1080p and 60 frames per second for all three games, so that is certainly kind of cool. To be fair, the Last of Us remaster, which was Naughty Dog's other remastered game for the PlayStation 4, was upscaled to 60 frames per second as well, and as far as I know, ran in complete 60 frames per second that entire experience. So it's not really, completely out of the realm of possibility that the Uncharted games could also be doing the same thing. I think that that's pretty cool. It should be noted that I love the Uncharted games, most specifically 1 and 2. I actually kind of hate 3, but that's a whole different conversation for another time. Uncharted's 1 and 2 are two of the best games of the last generation. Uncharted 2 may even be one of my favorite games of all time. It's really that good. So the idea of bringing these games back, which I haven't played in a very long time because they are much, much older than The Last of Us was at the time that it got its HD remaster, I certainly get excited about the prospect of playing these again, having them look even better than they already did, and playing them on my PlayStation 4, considering I really don't have a lot of exclusive games to play on my PlayStation 4, other than Bloodborne, So it's certainly really cool that these games, which I love, are coming. However, the big problem is, well, there's actually a couple problems. For one, apparently there is no multiplayer mode for the Uncharted games, the original trilogy set of games, which was really only Uncharted 2 and 3 that had multiplayer modes. To my knowledge, that is not included in this trilogy pack. Now, if I'm wrong, you can correct me below, but I am pretty sure that that's accurate. So I don't really care about the multiplayer stuff, and I really don't think that that's hindering this trilogy pack sort of experience for Uncharted, but I can understand if somebody might be disappointed with that because it's removed components of what made two of those three games. So that's certainly a kind of an issue. But at the end of the day, the Uncharted experience really is the single player and the story and the acting that those characters give you as you play throughout the game. So I think that it's still going to be okay. What is really neat is it is including a beta for the multiplayer for Uncharted 4. So I will say that even though I don't really give two craps about the multiplayer for Uncharted, I think that's pretty cool. And if I decide to pick this up, which I really don't even know yet, if I did, I would certainly try that out so I could get an idea of what Uncharted 4 is going to look and play like on my PS4, well before that game ends up releasing. But of course, there is that other aspect that I want to discuss, which is the huge negative that, to me, this kind of is almost a slap in the face to PlayStation 4 gamers, because here this is announced and confirmed just, a week or so after Sony has a very public announcement about the fact that we certainly don't have a lot of 2015 exclusives. Our library is looking sparse, as in we don't have any real exclusives to give you. As of right now, No Man's Sky is the only game I think left that is supposed to be coming out this year, and I would not be surprised if it got delayed, that is left to still be an exclusive. God, there might... Street Fighter V, actually, that's the other one. Unless that's 2016. I don't even know, actually. Maybe that's still this year. So Street Fighter V, which is still coming to PC. Street Fighter V, console exclusive. No Man's Sky might be delayed. And now Uncharted, the trilogy pack, which is only just remakes of games that have already been released. They're not new exclusive games. So I'm sure we're going to get a couple of surprise announcements at E3 from Sony, but I don't think we're going to get very many. I don't think that Sony would have made that statement about this sparse selection of 2015 exclusives if there were surprises on the way. So I just feel like, in lieu of Uncharted 4 being delayed, and these recent statements about Sony acknowledging their lack of a solid library for this year, it's like, really? And then the one thing you give us is this, which is, granted, 3 really goddamn amazing games, but to have them release this year where we have nothing else to play on the PlayStation 4 that's exclusive, some good multi-platforms, those are fine, but, I may be playing those on my PC or my Xbox One, or I would play them on my Wii U, but we know those multi-platforms won't come to the Wii U. So, I mean, we don't know that people are going to play those multi-platforms on the PlayStation 4. So, yeah, PlayStation 4 needs exclusives. Halo and Tomb Raider and Star Fox and Xenoblade are going to be coming out on the competition systems this year exclusive. Those are big deals, and those are going to do well for those systems, and Sony doesn't have anything. So I feel like, excuse me, having this trilogy pack of games that are, you know, a couple of years old to many years old. I mean, I think Uncharted 1 was 2006, 2007. So that's that's, you know, 8 or so years old, you know, and it's like those are the games that we're getting exclusive on the PlayStation 4 this year. I don't think that bodes very well for this year's library. I think that I'm not a PlayStation 4 only gamer, but I'm a PlayStation 4 owner, and it disappoints me to see that Sony is releasing stuff like this instead of brand new content. And I just think that however, they were not prepared for these first 2 years, or at least 2015 for the PlayStation 4. I'm shocked, man. I mean, granted, like the Wii U, for example, had a very slow first year for sure, but by 2014 and this year, 13 and 14, I mean, they had a bunch of stuff come the second year, and they have consistently since. Microsoft has been stepping up their game, and I really am surprised to see that Sony is still not stepping up their game. Despite having what I think may even be my game of the year in Bloodborne, which is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, it seems like that's going to be the only one worthy of note. So, I don't know. I'm really kind of, you know, I'm excited to see this because I may play it simply because I love those games, but I'm disappointed because it shows me that Sony still doesn't have anything great to play on the PlayStation 4 that sells gamers on the PlayStation 4 exclusive experience. That is important in today's competitive market, and Sony, as much as I want to love you and support you, you're dropping the ball. All right, and that's it. Like I said, very short video today. I really should probably try to do more of these, but what can I say? I like to gab. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, if you're new to Rule of 2 Review, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, like, rate, and comment. Share your thoughts about Uncharted and the Trilogy Pack and Sony and all that good stuff below. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time on another video for Rule of 2 Review.